Hey folks, thanks for stopping by. I'm Carl, this is my wife Deb, and we're Crazy Good Adventures. Enjoy the trip. On this episode of Crazy Good Adventures, we're in my hometown of Lafayette, Louisiana. Took Deb down here for some Mardi Gras and just thought we'd explore the area a little while and show you guys what Lafayette's all about. Now, back in the 60s when I was a young boy, this town had about 100,000 people in it. It's grown to almost a half million now. And these are some of the suburbs here. This is out in the country in the Bro Bridge area. Now, as a much younger man, I spent a lot of time in this area of Louisiana. This is Lake Martin, Louisiana. Lake Martin is a bird sanctuary now, but it's still open for public use. Great bass fishing in this area, and Lake Martin has one of the largest alligator populations on an enclosed body of water in the United States. They're everywhere. Take a look. These are just babies here, just a few years old, but you can take swamp tours back here and go on boat rides where they'll take you out and show you the giant monsters that live out in the backside of the lake. This is a bird sanctuary run by the Nature Conservancy, and there are over 230 different bird species that call Lake Martin home most of the year. Most of the land around Lake Martin is private land, and people have had camps and houses out here for as long as I can remember, and they've even built a bunch of new ones with the new influx of new generations. But there's nothing like seeing an old camp. Yeah, man. A lot of the land around here is still unspoiled and just the way it was hundreds of years ago. It's good to be able to come out and see the way life used to be. This area of Louisiana is different from any area in the United States and was first settled by the Cajuns in the mid-1700s. So there's a lot of history here. Let's go into Lafayette and take a look at Vermilionville, which is what Lafayette used to be called. Vermilionville is located just across from the Lafayette Regional Airport, and it's a living history museum with restored 18th and 19th century homes. Also has a restaurant and live music. It's also got a great little gift shop, and the people in there really know their Cajun history.
Nicky the Swamp Dog. Things that go.
Louisiana. Haunted Lafayette.
When I was a pelican.
Yup. This is so neat. It's a really laid-back little place that you can walk around and check out old Cajun culture. And there's even a lot of people out there dressed in old Cajun outfits to show you around. But because of my less than spectacular videography, I missed most of it. So we'll just let you take a look around and see how it goes. These are some of the old homes that were around town that were moved here to show off the Cajun culture and let people see how life was back in the day. These houses belonged to some of the well-to-do people that lived in the community. The Attakapas were the Indian tribe that lived in the area before the Cajuns moved in and were converted to Christianity by the Roman Catholic Church. This is an old chapel here. Since Mardi Gras is a religious festival, it's been celebrated in South Louisiana for hundreds of years. And there's even an area that shows the history of Mardi Gras and all the costumes and festivities that went around. But Lafayette is known for two things, its music and its food. And there was some great musicians out here, old Cajun style. Take a listen.
Ça c'est la vie qui m'engage, pour qui c'est la belle. La vie dans une jolie vie, c'est la vie j'aime autant. Moi je connais tout l'amour du monde pour toi.
These guys were entertaining this young lady in the chair and playing for a group of people around.
Ça c'est la vie qui m'engage, pour qui c'est les filles. La vie dans les jolies filles, c'est la vie j'aime autant. Moi je connais tout l'amour qui m'engage pour toi.
Yeah, folks, they're singing in Cajun French. Deb really enjoyed her day, and I think she really loves the Louisiana scenery. There's even an old hand-drawn ferry that you can check out and take a ride on. That thing is heavy and took a lot of tugging. But it's Mardi Gras time in Lafayette, and this place, right off the campus of the University of Louisiana Lafayette, has been one of my favorite places to get po' boys for a long time. Still some of the best po' boys you'll ever eat. So after a great lunch, decided we'd take Deb and show her some of the iconic things about Lafayette, Louisiana that have been around forever. This sign has been spinning like this since the late 1950s. But one of the great beauties of Lafayette is the Cathedral of St. John. As you can see, there's French is predominant in the Lafayette area, but this cathedral is something else. Founded in 1821, it was destroyed in the Civil War, and then again with a large tropical storm in the late 1800s. This building here was completed in 1916 and has been around since. One of the most iconic things about this church is the 500-year-old live oak tree that sits on the grounds. It's just a thing you gotta see. And the cemetery behind the church is classic Louisiana cemetery and is even supposed to have a Confederate general buried here somewhere. We never found him, but we did find some of my relatives that were buried here. And while we're here, let's go take a look at the inside of the church. This place is beautiful. Heading home that afternoon, we ran across a gentleman who was running crawfish traps in his rice field. If you're a fan of Louisiana crawfish, this is how it's done. And take a look. He's going to be here all day long checking these traps. Folks, this area of Louisiana and its unique culture is a must-see for anyone who travels, and it's highly recommended. So, if you have a chance, come on, check it out. But it's time to leave this great place and head back home to Nashville, Tennessee, where we'll continue exploring the Smokies, hiking the waterfalls, checking out Appalachia, taking you along for the ride. Well, folks, that's the end of this crazy good adventures. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. And as always, make every day a crazy good adventure. Thanks again.